Thank you, Presiding Officer. Can I also thank Gail Ross for bringing this vital and timely debate to the Chamber? Presiding Officer, earlier this month I hosted an event to screen a film called Resilience, which highlights the ACES initiative. It was my second time viewing the film, and I have to say it hit me probably even harder than the first time, as I picked up more and more of its astonishing content. This sellout film took Scotland by storm in 2017, features the research of a pioneering doctor called Nadine Burke-Harris, who works in America with children from primarily disadvantaged backgrounds, but not always. As a former children's panel member, I've seen children thrive when they were taken out of hostile environments. I knew it happened, but I didn't really know why. Now I know it's like finding the final piece of a jigsaw. It's important to remember that ACES is based on scientific evidence, not academic theories. Altered responses to stress lead to physical changes in the brain, in the way the brain develops, as Gail was describing. I urge everyone to examine the evidence and research that has been done on this subject. It's truly revolutionary and could shape the way we deal with disadvantaged young people for generations to come. The psychological and scientific communities are in agreement about the harmful impact of ACEs. When someone is subjected to any kind of abuse, neglect or household adversity through their childhood, they often continue to suffer the consequences far into adulthood. In other words, for each traumatic experience a child has, such as domestic abuse, domestic violence, physical or sexual abuse, addicted parents, neglect and more, the higher their ACEs score is and the more they'll be affected. Early traumatic experiences condition children to normalise stress and terror. This is called toxic stress. Children who experience ACEs are more likely to self-harm or attempt to commit suicide as adults. Unlike other children their age, children with multiple ACEs aren't worried about an upcoming exam. They're worried about how they'll get their next meal. They're worried if they will be safe at home. And in short, they're worried about their own survival day to day. The eminent research scientist and ACEs pioneer, Dr. Suzanne Zedick, mentioned by Gail, reports that these prolonged emotions change the way the body functions, and this impacts on the quality of their lives and their overall life expectancy. Presiding Officer, we want Scotland to be the best place in the world for children to grow up, so we need to take action to get all our young people, whatever they've experienced, help and emotional healing. Children with a high ACEs score are not doomed if they receive the correct care and understanding. In the film Resilience, we hear from a professional who says, if we want to improve the lives of our children, we have to transform the lives of those caring for them. Presiding Officer, there's a lot of knowledge already out there about ACEs, and as ever, Scotland's wonderful children's organisations such as Children's First, Barnardo's and many others are right at the forefront of how we deal with affected youngsters. But we need to ensure that teachers and social workers receive training about ACEs, how to recognise the behaviour of a child who's affected and how to respond to their needs. And we can also begin to spread awareness about the commonality of ACEs in childhood so that those suffering do not feel isolated. A major conference taking place in Glasgow in September will be an amazing forum to spread the word, and it's testament to the will and determination of all those working passionately in this field. Presiding Officer, any efforts to help these children and adults is an investment in the future of Scotland. Let's make Scotland a beacon for the rest of the world in dealing with ACEs, because we can do it. Thank you.
I call Elaine Smith to be followed by Fulton McGregor.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, and can I congratulate Gail Ross on